CW Health Cedar Hill Regional Medical Center opened in April. It was a nearly $500 million project covered mostly by taxpayer dollars.
The district and hospital promoted it as a top-of-the-line full-service hospital that was ready to serve this underserved community. And tonight, in a story you will only see on 7 News, our Washington, D.C. reporter Felicia Ashley is looking for answers about whether the brand new Cedar Hill Hospital was actually ready to start accepting patients, or if opening the doors too soon may have actually done more harm than good. Felicia.
Yes, I mean, many in Southeast remember the ribbon cutting here at Cedar Hill and the promise that it was going to transform healthcare here in the community. Now, everyone, expects a wait when you go to the emergency room, but what I kept hearing from patient after patient and family after family was much more than that.
I thought I was going to lose him.
Just a week after Cedar Hill Regional Medical Center opened, Latoya Bell brought her husband, Kevin, to the emergency room. He was projectile vomiting. They arrived just after 9:30 in the morning. About an hour later, someone took Kevin's blood pressure. It was 262/191, a reading which should have triggered an emergency response. Kevin and Latoya say they were left in the waiting room.
They said they don't have no beds. I have to wait. So I'm like, wait for how long? He was like, I'm not sure.
They waited for hours, all day in fact. Latoya says she left the hospital to get her husband a blanket. She tells 7 News it wasn't until 7:30 that night, while she was out, that they took Kevin into triage. 2 hours after that, he was given medication and almost immediately had a seizure.
You got a phone call to come back to the hospital, not from doctors, not from a nurse, not from security at the hospital, but from another patient.
Another patient. The patients were more concerned than the staff were.
Kevin was airlifted to George Washington University Hospital around 4 a.m. the next day. Latoya and I spoke while she was waiting for him there.
What hurt me the most is that he was treated like he wasn't a human being. Just leaving him with a person with that type of blood pressure, no CT scans, nothing, just straight, made him wait and sit.
Mind you, the whole time I'm throwing up, I have the little barf bag, so I'm throwing up and get.
Kevin spoke with us a month after he recovered from the ER incident, because at the time he was on a ventilator and then had a minor heart attack.
They said I had a seizure because I was given the wrong medicine.
A blood pressure like that is obviously a medical emergency.
That's Dr. Edwin Chapman, an internist who's been practicing in D.C. for over 40 years.
I can't think of any circumstances where there would be a wait of more than a few minutes, actually.
Dr. Chapman has worked as part of a hospital staff and in his own practice.
I hesitate to fault the hospital itself because of the overall circumstances that they're under. We know that they have a nursing shortage. We know that it's a new hospital, and we know that it's not fully staffed. So it is very concerning.
Take a look at this. After Latoya posted this video of her husband's condition on social media, Cedar Hill CEO Tony Coleman DM'd her, asking to speak with her. She also got multiple calls from Kendall Ridley, Cedar Hill spokesperson, asking if Kevin was okay and if there was any support the hospital could provide.
I'm on dialysis now. Like, I walked in, I was working. My life has changed. Like, my life has changed. My kidneys don't work the same. I can't work. I'm 43 and I've never not had a job. So me not being able to work is life-changing. I do dialysis 3 days a week where I have to go sit in a chair and they watch my blood come out my body and go back in for 3 hours a day.
7 News obtained a copy of the Bell's medical complaint against the hospital. An investigation by the D.C. Department of Health into their case found that there were deficiencies with Kevin's care, treatment, and with the hospital's records.
Some of my patients have gone to the hospital. One patient, a 93-year-old, was transferred downtown. So At this point, it sounds to me like it's a very sophisticated emergent care center as opposed to a hospital. It does not sound to me as if it's ready for prime time.
I walked in that hospital with high blood pressure, throwing up, and had to get airlifted out. Like, if that don't say enough right there, then I don't know.
Kevin is now waiting for a kidney transplant, and his family says they're trying to figure out what happens next. Now, Dr. Chapman mentioned concerns about staffing a couple of times during our interview. And Cedar Hill tells us it had 371 people on staff in May, just about a month after the Bells walked into the ER. Now, at the ribbon cutting, the hospital shared that 600 people on staff would be considered full staff. Now, the hospital refused to provide us with any details on what its average wait time is, but DC Center for Medicaid and Medicare shows that DC has some of the longest wait times in the ER, averaging more than 5.5 hours. Now, reporting live from Southeast DC, Felicia Ashley, 7 News.